Episode 166, May 21st to 22nd. Lots of drivers stopping half to one car length behind the car in front of them. Driver is in a straight or right only lane and then suddenly wants to take the right lane, which exits onto 109th Street North. The cyclist illegally cycles across a marked crosswalk when they're supposed to dismount and walk their bike across. Does not even press the button either. Half to one car length behind the car in front of them. In front of me is driving with their left brake light and signal light because they're combined out. And then the driver on the right suddenly wants the right turn lane and turns right with no signal. Driver runs the right turn on red. Civic and the oncoming Focus run the red light. Red light runners. Late red light runner coming from the left. Cyclist illegally cycling across the crosswalk, and this driver of the truck turns into the far right lane, the wrong lane. Driving this car almost stops in the middle of the road after driving on the wrong side. This is a two-way aisle. This same pickup driver runs the four-way stop sign, and the driver on my right thinks he can just run the stop sign and turn left from the right lane like I'm not there. That's not how it works. Turns right with no signal. Pickup driver runs the stop sign. A rolling stop is not a stop. And surprise, does it one more time. Driver runs the red light. Lexus SUV driver on the left can't accept the fact that they have a stop sign, and she just starts going when I'm still there. No, you have to wait. I'm in a straight or right only lane. You have to wait. Or you learn that you can just turn left whenever and no signal and almost hit someone. Who taught you that? Car goes straight through a yellow light, making us turn on red. Yes, I probably shouldn't have gone here. Oops. That's my personal mistake, but still. And this driver turned into the wrong lane. Almost stops in the middle of the road before suddenly deciding to turn right. No signal until the last second. Not a crosswalk. Equinox driver on the right almost starts going and doesn't stop, even though me and the Red Bull car are still there. Taxi driver does not give you an excuse to not pull over all the way. Infinity SUV driver runs the right turn on red. Taxi driver starts crossing the center line until they see me. What the fuck? This driver is only going 40 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone for absolutely no reason. This one is speeding, going 60 in a 50 zone. Another red light runner. The driver on the left runs their stop sign as I pass by. Line runner. Driver drives on the wrong side of the road. Line runner on the left. Driver speeding, going 60 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone. One's not a big deal, but not too bad. This driver turns left when it's not clear. Stop sign. You can't just go. Driver guns it after the light changes up to the speed limit of 60 kilometers an hour. And I just accelerate normally, as you should. And then he slows down to 50 for absolutely no reason. Very interesting. Stop signaling left as they turn. Black driver blows through their stop sign and also has no lights on at night. Good job. No signal either. Parking here. Turning, this driver only goes 30 kilometers an hour, barely in a 50 zone, for no reason. Then after I pass him, I see him playing on his phone. This driver just keeps moving up into the red light like they want to run it. How about you just stop in one place and wait for it to change? Just an idea. Turns right with no signal. Then another driver runs their right turn on red. Driver runs the right turn on red. Runner up ahead. Drivers fail the dual turn lanes. Red light runner. Driver is speeding, going at least 60, maybe 65 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone. If you don't know how big your semi-truck is, you shouldn't be driving one. Next time, please fully get in the lane. A ridiculous amount of drivers that are stopping between half and one car length behind the car in front of them. This driver turns very fast and almost rear-ends the car in front of him. And this car was previously parked in a no parking zone. Oncoming red light runners. Runs the red light from the left. More red light runners. And again. Almost rear-ended the Ultima driver, turns into the wrong lane. Turns left with no signal. Runners that don't even bother trying to stop. Car drivers stopping half to one car length back behind a car in front of them for no reason. Post van runs the green arrow. This driver pulls out in front of me without looking, then only goes 35 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone for absolutely no reason, then runs the right turn on red. Good job. Red light runners. Turning, this driver only goes 30 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone for absolutely no reason with nobody in front of them, can't even stay in their own lane. Later does the same thing, going 40. Not as bad, but still an example of your prime idiocy. Wake up and drive. Driver is one car length behind the car in front of them. Red light runner. Has their left signal on and you have space, you are legally required to yield to them. This driver doesn't and just speeds off like a fucking asshole. Don't suddenly get in my lane that's moving faster than yours and slow down. Just don't. Turns left on a red light. Red car driver signals their left turn as they turn. Same driver does the same thing again. And now they suddenly want the left lane. How about you just wait next time? Three cars, believe it or not, don't own the road. This driver is speeding, going 60 in a 50 zone. Then when it's not convenient for him and he sees the driver ahead of him going the speed limit, he then wants the right lane. Then suddenly, a couple of blocks later, look, he suddenly has to turn left. Wow. Drivers stopping half a car length back behind the car in front of them for no reason. And somehow the Lancer on the right has their high beams flashing and stuck on like this. Very interesting. These are dual turn lanes. I don't understand why you couldn't have just been in this lane. Oh wait, you had to get there first. That's why. Because you're special. Sign runner. Number one. Driver just finished driving on a painted island. And more stop sign runners. And again. Driver runs the right turn on red. The same person who just rolled through the stop sign. And a SUV runs the red light. I'd love to know why the city spends so much money on these bike lanes when people would rather just use the sidewalk, even though they're right next to the fucking bike lane. Ram driver to my left is only going 50 kilometers an hour in a 60 zone for no reason whatsoever. Line runner, red light runner, driver fails the dual turn lanes. Another driver, this Nissan SUV now, only going 50 kilometers an hour in a 60 zone for absolutely no reason, maybe even 45. The opposite, this caravan in the left lane going 70 kilometers an hour in a 60 zone, speeding. Then turns left with no signal. Right runner. Stop sign runner on the left. Call this a cutoff, but still unnecessarily close. Why don't you just shoulder check and be patient? Then this driver starts speeding, going 60 kilometers an hour in a 50 zone. And finally, another driver who does not know how to pull over.